Happening right now in Coriole, so we're praying for peace between the militias that have been fighting there. But that's how I got started in this work. I met Sultan's father, Sultan Ibrahim Ayoow Elif, when he came as an immigrant to Minnesota in 2001, and we welcomed him at World Relief Minnesota Arrive Ministry. So that's how the friendship has been going since these many years. And before he died, he asked me, he said, he noticed we were doing work in Somali adult literacy training. Well, that was Mahatri. And I didn't know the difference back then between I'm a Mahatri, but he said, Mike, you're doing a great job with Somali language, but now will you help us preserve our ethnic and linguistic heritage as indigenous people? And so that's the promise I made to him and the promise I'm keeping. So yeah, just for show and tell, I brought the dictionary here tonight. You can take a look at it. This is the Somali Jiddu English Dictionary. And my hope is that this will continue to grow, but I'm also hoping we can continue working in Afky Ayoow and God willing Tuni, Dabarre, Garre, Himini, all the languages of Somalia. Not to forget Mushungulu and more. So I prepared a speech called Liberty and Literacy, or Literacy and Liberty. And we're going to explore the themes of slavery and freedom. And you know, the worst slavery, as our brother has been sharing as we watch the video, is that the worst slavery is in the mind, right? You can get trapped in mindsets. And how do we become free from that? So be exploring with me this thought as I pull up my text. By the way, fellow Americans, happy 4th of July. Today is our Independence Day. We got, just like Somalia got their independence from British in the north and the Italians in the south, we also celebrate our independence from the British going back to 1776. So we're gathered here to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Elif Maay. Hambalyo, Hambalyo. Congratulations. As an American, I'm thankful that our coins, did you ever look at an American coin, at our money? What's inscribed on every coin is the word liberty, freedom. This reminds us of the freedoms that we enjoy, the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech, assembly, and regarding literacy, freedom of the press. I thank God for that. Now, this liberty that we have is made possible because of something else that's on all our money. It's on the bills, it's on the coins, which says, in God we trust. I'm thankful our forefathers said, don't trust money. Money comes, money goes. But God is the only one who's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So I think because of this trust in God and our liberty, we also have one more thing that's possible. It's on our money. Do you speak Latin? Yes. Latin? No. It says, e pluribus unum. Out of the plurality, one people. And in America, we have unity in our diversity. From every language, every tribe, every nation in the world has come to America. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm proud to be an American where we celebrate unity in diversity, and I hope that for Somalia also. However, I do regret our history. I'm very ashamed of the history of human slavery that we had in the United States for almost 100 years. America, we call ourselves the land of the free, the home of the free, and we celebrate our liberty today. But humans were trafficked from Africa, and that was legal from the time of our Declaration of Independence. In 1776, we said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And they're endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Sadly, it took almost 100 years until President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation that he declared all persons held as slaves are henceforth free. So what is the link between literacy and liberty? I'm thankful for Professor Muhammad, who taught me the story of Oromo literacy, that it was a slave man who was freed. Someone bought him and released him, and he was the one that developed literacy for the Oromo people. In the United States, just like there were the punishment for speaking and even mentioning Oromo or writing in Afky, the slaves, the African slaves, were forbidden to read. Their masters knew the danger of losing control. This is a quote: "Slave owners saw literacy as a threat to the institution of slavery and their financial investment." From our state in North Carolina, there's a law that was on the books. Teaching slaves to read and write tends to excite dissatisfaction in their minds and produce rebellion. But the slaves wanted to read, so they organized themselves, and they had secret classes, secret literacy lessons, late at night with candlelight. In some cases, they were allowed to read the Bible. But do you know the slave masters? They made a special Bible just for the slaves. They cut out all the verses about freedom.